Good morning from Llano, Texas. Double L-A-N-O, Llano. In Spanish, it would be pronounced Llano. But be that as it may, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It is right now. And right now is the day before I get my new home. Ha ha. Anyway, what else? Never worry about what you cannot change. A lot of that going on. But when you can change stuff to make your life better, do it. What else? Yeah, today, Thursday night, could be my last night sleeping in the casita for a while. Well, for maybe forever, who knows? Yeah, I've got my new RV scheduled to be shipped from Giddings, Texas around 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and should arrive here around lunchtime tomorrow, and I'll have everything out of this ready to go into that, and then this will be backed over there for the new owner to pick up whenever they get the urge. So yeah, the money's been sent. The lights are on the tree. I'm sitting here just being me. God dang, ain't it amazing how it just falls out? You know what I mean? Anyway, what else? For your viewing pleasure today, we're going to start off easy with a walking video and along the river or somewhere, wherever I was. Oh, I was downtown. That's where I was. Anyway, and then this afternoon at 2 p.m. Texas time, you get to see the RV that I have bought live and in color. I did a video while I was there, and the guy that did the walkthrough was a nice fella. I enjoyed talking to him. And in fact, it starts off with a picture of him, I think. But anyway, what else? But on and on we go. Yeah, we're rolling here. I just have to move out of this and then move back into the new RV. You know, if you say it real fast, it sounds like there's not much to it. Folks, you don't realize how much stuff you can pack in to a little 17-foot travel trailer, I promise you. You know, you got your canned goods, your refrigerator goods, your cooking stuff, you know, your clothes and all kinds. You know, it turns out to be a job, I know. Well, anyway, Rick says, I'm surprised you bought an RV with a slide out. Normally you stay away from those potential problems. Normally I do if I'm going to be towing it, but I'm not going to be towing this. They're going to tow it over here, back it in and park it, and that's where it's going to stay. So the slide out will slide out, and that's where it'll be. And I've got a topper on it to keep it clean and stuff. So yeah, no. So I'm not going to be sliding it out and sliding it back in several times a week or a month, so we don't have to worry about that crap. Anyway, James Maverick says, "G'day, Rusty. I love hearing the details, petrol prices, temperature, cost, and availability of produce, real estate prices, etc. All interesting when watching from OS. Cheers, mate." Well, cheers to you, James Micken. From Down Under, RV Living with the Geezer. Check his channel out on YouTube. Matilda ate good this morning. Some of these dudes just don't get it. No, they're used to these other channels where people just let them get away with anything. They don't get here. No, we weed the garden, folks. We keep the weeds out of the garden. We got a nice little garden of Rangers, and when a weed pops up, out. You know, Paul H., quit your wine and don't you want to live to be 90? The wine may help me live to be 100. I'm not worried about 90, 80, 100, whatever. I want to enjoy every day the best way I can. If I happen to live to be an older age, great. But I want to enjoy the journey, so to speak, and wine I enjoy. Just like this much in a glass once a day, I don't think it's going to kill you. But I do me. You do you. Cindy B., you look great in that pink and blue shirt. Yeah, that's a windbreaker. Yeah, and it's a real light one. I got two of them, actually, and the reason I did was, over the years, whenever I find something that I like that does what I want it to do, like that's a very light windbreaker for just these cool days here in Texas. And so I got two of them, but I had one before, and I don't know how I did it, but I was going in a doorway somewhere, and the shirt here hung up on something, and it just ripped it all the way around. But it was old. So then I didn't have a light windbreaker until I found those. This is Al Fur. Thumbs up to you. Robert Archuleta. Man, can't wait to see the new place. Rusty, heck yeah, moving on up. Enjoy and don't listen to the haters. No, I don't listen to them. In fact, sometimes they make my day because, Matilda's got to eat too. Lacey Arango says they need to be fined. It ain't fried chicken unless it's boned in. Oh, she's talking about the Tiny Home Depot. Anyway, whatever. If you don't like it, don't buy it. And then this guy, whatever. Anyway, he's a strange dude. I'm not going to read his comment because it's got a bunch of words I don't want to. Well, he's just not. It's not a nice comment. I would kick him off forever, but that was on the Tiny Home Depot. He ain't ever going to leave another comment anyway. Black Mamba. I started following because I have a casita on order. I understand the fickle comments now, LOL, but seriously, good luck. Yeah, no, the casita's a great unit for traveling and camping. There is no doubt in my mind, and I've lived in one for full 3 years now. I had a 2019 I lived in for over 2 years, and I've lived in this one off and on for at least 6 months or more, whatever, I think. Cackling Kamala. Your son needs to put you in a nursing home. I'll tell you what we're going to do with you, cackling Kamala. Your cackling ass is out of here. Goodbye, cackling Kamala. PV says, hey, great video. Did you do a follow-up video? Curious how you held the planks in place. Hope to hear from you soon. That was on the loading ramp I kind of rigged up for my electric trike. It really didn't work that well. I wasn't impressed with it, let me say that. I mean, it did help load the trike because it was pretty heavy. Rick Clark, I didn't know you were a veteran. Well, I'm not just walking around hollering it out. J87 Waldo, Breeze Pro Fat Tire Bike Check out one sometime. I thought of you when I saw one. I'm not getting any more electric trikes or bikes or anything. I don't plan to, no. I'm going to use my legs, just walk. Jeanette, I would highly recommend you invest in having an independent RV inspector to go over it before you sign anything. Jeanette, the deal's done, man. I've been RVing for 30 years. I probably know more than the inspector does, No, it's fine, I mean, they're RVs are what they are. They're not really built to live in full time. They're built to travel in, so they're kind of, overbuilt, you know what I mean, in a lot of ways. So that works great for living in. It's just a nice tiny home, but thank you anyway. Dogman Chronicles, check his channel out on YouTube. It kind of looked, this is on the VA, it says it kind of looked it looked kind of lonely and intimidated when you first got to the VA. I'm happy it turned out well for you. Thanks for the look around. Yeah, it's just a big old building there. I was on the 5th floor called the GEM floor, GEM, and it's a geriatric ward. A lot of old folks there. Me, one of them. Kenneth Mercer. Congrats. Please be sure to get it professionally inspected before you take delivery. Who in the hell does that? I've never heard of anybody getting it professionally inspected. They're not going to change anything, I mean, it's already built, professionally inspected. How would you inspect a brand new RV? I mean, other than what I do normally. I mean, the electricity was on, the water pump was on. They had water in the water tank, so we pressured it up, checked for leaks, checked all the electrical stuff, the air conditioner, the heater, and all that stuff. Everything worked fine. The slide goes in and out, and the crazy thing about it is you can have an inspector inspect it and then tow it off the lot, drive down the highway, and have a problem. All right? What are you going to do then? You paid an inspector and you got nothing. Well, you do you, though. I do me. This is Garage Ninja. Good morning, Rusty. Congratulations on the new home that you're getting. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm about as excited as an 80-year-old can get, Not bad, but some. Gabriel, after today's comment, Matilda's full. Yeah, she's fine. Yeah, she's fine. But we'll fill up the other ones down there. We got Popeye, olive oil. They like to eat too. Amy, no worries, Rusty. VA will take good care of you. Yeah, they seem to be doing a good job right now. They're getting an appointment with a dermatologist. I was told you can just walk in and show your VA card, and that'll do it. But I'm not sure. I've never done that before. You know, Lewis Channel. Sorry to think that when you enter into a building like that, they might keep you there. I don't think they'd want to keep me anywhere. Virgil, I was there Tuesday morning. Would have said howdy if I had known. Well, hello, Virgil. Mitch McNeil. Glad it worked out for you, Rusty. That's headed back home. Yeah, the Rockwood is very nice. This is Liz something. Happy Wednesday, Rusty. Matilda is so full today, I swear I heard her belch all the way to Florida. Some people just don't get it. Have fun and keep doing what makes you happy. Yeah, exactly. Don't worry. Be happy. And certainly don't worry about what other people are doing. My gosh, you know, you got enough problems worrying about what you're doing, you know. But anyway, enough said. We'll do 3 more here. Wandering Kentuckian. I've been to the VA in Nashville, Tennessee. I feel you, brother. It can be a scary place. Well, yeah, you see all those old vets around there, you know, that, you know, they're really, some of them are really messed up, you know. Some of them have some, I didn't have any issues at all. You know, I just went for a physical. And, no, it turned out good, though. Dr. Dennis says quality VA services. Yeah, in Kerrville, it seems to be. Gary Holtz, thumbs up. And last one, Casey Lewis. Rusty, as a veteran, I feel thankful for the services they provide. Happy Hump Day. Well, thank you very much, Casey. And with that in mind, I want to give a shout out to, I had visitors yesterday from San Saba, Texas, I think. And it was, I hope I get this right because I waited and then I finally wrote down the names. It's Mike and Vicky, and they're from San Saba, and they brought me a little pat on the back, which was some good old cerveza. Thank you very much and enjoy your life. Thank you for coming by, and come by again if you're in the area. But anyway, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime, but if you're going to buy something from Amazon, use the Amazon link in the description of all of my videos. Thank you very much. Some of you are and some of you have. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and all that stuff. Keep your body hydrated. Excellent. Very good for you. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deep, breathe out slowly, relieves stress, lowers your blood pressure. Excellent. Do that several times every day. And then what else? Stretch, swivel, walk, pedal, exercise your body once or twice every single day. You'll never regret that. You'll feel better immediately, and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Very important. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha, until the next video. And this afternoon at 2 p.m. Texas time, you get to see my new home. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I said that, didn't I?